I thought I'd just like to share with you another little story which I believe ties in with the Covenantine troubles. The story is one about a chap called Adam Forrester of Knocksheen, and many people believe that Robert Burns based his story of his poem of Tam o' Shanter on Adam Forrester of Knocksheen. As the story goes, Adam Forrester had come down to the village and was up at the top of the village in the alehouse, and as he was coming back late at night, he heard sounds of noises coming from the kirk, and he came down to look in the window, and he saw, as the story goes, lots of witches and warlocks dancing in the church with local folk also there. And he shouted out when he saw the barmaid, one of the barmaids from the inn at the top of the village, "You'll no deny this the morn, lucky hare." At which the lights went out, or went silent, and he dashed off on his horse across the river and up onto Waterside Hill, where supposedly he got off his horse when he realised that the witches were catching up with him, and drew with his sword a line of protection around him in a sort of oval shape against them catching him. And so he was able, when daylight came, to escape, and they couldn't actually capture him or do anything to him. Now, the intriguing thing is that we find that this was Adam Forrester of Knocksheen, and we find in the records details of an Adam Forrester of Knocksheen who was alive at the time of the Covenanters. We know at the time of the Covenanters, Grierson of Lag stabled his horses in the church. He did as much as he could often to offend local people, and it would be totally in his typical manner for him to have decided to hold a wild party in the church to offend local sympathies, invite some of the local rabble along to join the party. As far as the Covenanters were concerned, Grierson of Lag was the devil incarnate. So it would be totally quite easy that any story originating in those times would bring in witches and warlocks and have the devil themselves there, as in Tam o' Shanter's story, having a wild time in the church. So, good reason that maybe the story does originate actually in Covenanty times. One of the most intriguing things I found out was that right close to the church window, now there was an earlier church at that time, but it was much in the same area, same place. We have a stone to the memory of Adam Forrester. Another stone here to the Forresters. Now this is from the 1700s, so it's clearly not the same Adam Forrester as the one of at the time of the Covenanters. But I can't help wondering if at Adam Forrester's death they decided to give him a place of burial right by the kirk window, where he looked in and had his amazing encounter and escape. It would just fit totally with the story, and with maybe a kernel of truth at the heart of this strange tale from the Covenanting times.